Okay, so dating in New York City is like the ninth circle of hell.
Yeah.
I think Dante neglected to add that one. We're not going to sugarcoat it. In
He was
fact,
bitter.
WalletHub released a study about the top 182 best cities for dating in 2024. Where did New York City rank, friend?
Well, how many? 28?
There were 182.
Were we 183?
Close. We were 145.
I want to know what number 1 is. So with the endless options of people and date spots, you would think that it would not be hard. But that's where our next guest comes in to save us all.
He is a breath of fresh air. I'll tell you that right now. Matthew Hussey. Hussey is a leading dating coach, New York Times bestselling author, and podcast host, motivational speaker. He has a new book. It's called Love Life, How to Raise Your Standards, Find Your Person, and Live Happily, no matter what. Today is pub day.
Oh,
Matthew
yes.
Hussey, welcome to New York Living, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How long have you been working on this book?
4.5 years of my life. Yeah.
That's a long gestation period for a book.
It's a long gestation period. I've been coaching people for 17 years of my life now. I started YouTube videos 17 years ago when I was 19 years old. I'm 36 now.
What were you telling people when you were 19 years old?
That's a good question. I was a shy and introverted kid. And so for me, I was like my first client because I was learning things that helped me be a little bit more brave and talk to the people I wanted to talk to. Because like a lot of people, I spent my love life until that point being chosen. Like if I had a girlfriend, it was because someone came and bullied me into being a
And said,
boyfriend.
hey, Matthew, let's date.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I'm not going to talk to anyone I want to talk to. I'm too afraid. And so I learned things that helped me be braver, and then I started to pass those on to other people. So suffice it to say, at 19, I wasn't talking in very profound ways about love.
I don't
but
think most of us
I was helping people get out of their shell in ways I'd learned to.
But that's a lot of what love is all about.
Yeah, going out of the comfort zone, right? Now, I want to get into the lessons and the wisdom and the passion. Quick question, though, because we're both women.
Yeah.
We're both in relationships.
Yes.
We talk to each other about our relationships. I talk to my girlfriends.
Yeah. Why
should we talk to a man? What wisdom do you have as a male with your perspective that would behoove me as a woman to put in my journal?
I don't think you should speak to me because I'm a man. I think that would be the worst reason on earth.
Hear, hear.
To speak to me. I don't see myself as in any way qualified because I'm a man. I'm a coach.
Excellent.
You know, I've been doing this my whole life. I've been working with people in helping them find love, in understanding what holds them back. I don't think me being a man qualifies me to talk about men or women. I don't think you being a woman qualifies you to talk about women or men. I think it's about insight.
He's just speaking to his experience.
I like this.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Because love is love at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I think, you know, there'd have to be something wrong with me not to have seen the patterns by now. In how long I've been doing this, because we have 500 million views on our YouTube videos.
Oh my gosh.
I've worked with hundreds of thousands of people. So yeah.
And your first book, Get the Guy, it came out 11 years ago, back in 2013.
Yes,
so I'd
it
say,
did.
you know,
It's
not his first rodeo.
Right.
I don't like the title anymore, though. I feel times have changed, and I much prefer the title of this book, I have to say.
What's the difference between that one and this one?
You know, like I said, when I started out, I was helping people to create more opportunity. But what became very clear to me over my career is that even if people my theory was if people have more choice, they'll choose better people. They'll choose people who treat them better. And actually what happened was when people had more choice, they still ended up choosing people that hurt them.
Is that right?
So then I got to the point where I said, okay, we need to explore why it is we keep making bad choices. And what was very clear to me is so many of us want to find love. I would argue all of us want to find love.
Yeah.
And it's like this thing that so many of us are ashamed of, that I don't feel happy. I want to find love. I feel sad I haven't. I feel lonely. And we get scared that it's never going to happen for us. And firstly, I wrote this book to make people feel okay about that. That there's nothing wrong with you for wanting love, and there's nothing wrong with you that you feel lonely and sad about having not found it. But the problem is when an internal culture of fear and anxiety that it's never going to happen for me meets an external dating culture, like the one you were talking about in New York, that is people taking as much as they can get while giving the minimum possible investment, it creates a recipe for us lowering our standards about what we'll accept.
To that point, you have a hot take on red flags,
Yes.
which I think is brilliant, and I would love for you to share it with us.
Well, I think we spend too much time thinking about red flags in general. We kind of get obsessed with red flags, but the truth is, we get obsessed with red flags because we don't really trust ourselves. We're worried that if we get too deep in and we get too close to someone and we let our guard down, then if we start to see things we don't like later, we don't trust ourselves to leave.
Right.
My thing is, if you trust yourself to walk away when you see things you don't like, you don't need to be obsessed about spotting all of the red flags in the beginning, because they'll always reveal themselves.
Right.
People always reveal themselves.
They should.
But
Give
one
people
thing
the
I do say to
opportunity
people is,
show you who they are, and they will eventually.
they will, which is why we have to slow down our feelings a little. You know, it's very clear. When we go on a date and we have an amazing connection with someone, we go away and we think, this is the most important thing in the world. But it's not. All you know at that point is someone's impact. You don't know their character. And character is consistent. But to see that consistency, you have to give someone real time. You have to see them in different contexts and different experiences. You can't measure that on a date. When someone comes away from a date, you go, I don't even know you.
Oh my gosh, that was great. That was fantastic. And proof that what you do works because you are married. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
His first television experience as a married man.
There we go.
Well, and anyone who wants a copy of the book, it's at lovelifebook.com. So you can go and grab a copy there. I'm very excited about it, and it really is going to help you if you're trying to find your person.
And today's the day, so run, don't walk.
That's right.
Congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. All right, as you mentioned, pick up that copy right now, wherever books are sold.
I love it. Well, just ahead, from reducing wrinkles on your neck to the must-have self-tanner.